Should you start a podcast for your workplace or HR related business? Personally, I think so. So let's run through 10 reasons why you should do it. Firstly, it helps you be a trusted voice on HR and workplace related issues. It makes sense if you're there discussing the topics that matter to people, whether they be AI in the workplace or employee attraction, retention, or ICE stuff for immigration and work visas, all sorts of stuff. If you can be in there sharing your insights and advice, then people are going to know you, like you, trust you more than someone who they have never heard of and is suddenly trying to pitch their services. So it can certainly help you become a trusted voice in that area. And obviously that feeds into more sales for your business. Number 2, it helps put your leaders on the map in a helpful and human way. Now, you've probably heard of Stephen Covey and the famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Well, his company, the Franklin Covey Company, they've got a number of, I think it's 10 to 12 executives, because it's become a huge leadership development company. And those 10 or 12 executives, they've actually got little mini support networks or mini empires built beneath them to help raise their profile, whether that be through podcasts and books that they write and things like that. They then promote each person, each executive, which lifts the brand of the company overall and helps them generate more sales and more connections and so on. But yeah, it increases the revenue of the company overall. But they do that by raising the profile of each executive. And that works every time you launch a podcast. The people, the leaders who are profiled within the podcast, they get known more, they get seen more, and you can share that content around. So even if the CEO or whatever is not the host of the show, you get them on as a guest, boost their profile, which feeds into more revenue sales. Number 3, you can turn real customer wins into simple stories that people can learn from. So basically you're getting case studies. Share your wins. Don't have them hidden away on your website as written articles and things. Get them out there in a more easily consumed format. So if you've had a win with a customer or client to help them boost employee engagement or reduce staff turnover, whatever it may be, share that, talk about it, and humanize it. Talk about the things that went well or didn't go well, or the challenges you went through to make it happen. And that's one of the reasons why they should use your firm to make it happen for future business, for future clients and customers. Then it's a great way to do it. Number 4, you can make one episode and then turn it into many different formats, such as LinkedIn posts, emails, blogs, short clips, things like that. So it's a rinse and repeat, or you slice and dice it, however you want to phrase it. But just from having one simple conversation on a Zoom call or whatever it may be, suddenly that becomes lots of content that you or your marketing team can use to promote your thought leadership, your business, whatever it may be. So it's a great way to leverage and achieve scale in such an easy way. Number 5, you can help people find you on Google with episode pages and transcripts, and you can build a library that keeps working. So in other words, it boosts your SEO. It helps you get found. And yes, there's AI and ChatGPT that's coming along, which affects SEO, but that all adds up. And whether it be ChatGPT or other AI tools, they still draw on the information from the internet to provide answers. So the more you can be out there getting discovered through the show notes, the articles, the links that are shared within the podcast, it's going to help you get discovered, find more clients, more customers. Number 6, you can build a small community around your niche and attract people who like what you stand for. So HR, like a boss, they're great for this. They've got a podcast, which they can then share with their network, their community, and they add, the books and things like that. But it gets people known, and again, raises the profile of the people involved and know, like, trust, so they get to know you and potentially want to work with you. Number 7, you can spot new pains and questions early and spend less on cold ads over time. So in other words, it's a discovery process. So every episode, you're thinking about the different topics that relate to the workplace HR world, and you're getting feedback from customers, clients. And so you're talking about the stuff, and that provides insight. So not only have you got something to talk about, but now you realize in these conversations that you can then apply those learnings to any advertising campaigns. In the interviews that you have, certain things come up more often. Well, maybe that's what you lead with as the hook, the angle used in your ads. So Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads. You're not going to run your ads around, here we can help you with your remote workforce, your hybrid workforce, if that's been done to death and everyone's already talked about it. Or maybe you can come up with new angles that attract the attention of your potential customers and clients. Number 8 is you can meet partners, get more media and speaking invitations, and boost event results. So it's a fabulous way to connect with potential partners or speaking opportunities, things like that. And when we use podcasts with our clients in the HR Business Accelerator, it's a great opportunity or a way to use it as a stepping stone to get either bigger interview opportunities, media interviews, conference speaking slots, things like that. So bear that in mind, that it's more than just one episode that's floating out there. It can provide more connections and more results in other ways. Number 9 is you can invite potential customers and clients to become guests, and they come on and they have a friendly, low-pressure conversation. I mean, it's a great way to meet potential customers and clients. Come on and have a chat about the issues that are affecting the industry or things you've done well in your business. It's a great way. And then number 10 is connected very closely to that one, and that is you can make sales calls easier because people already know you from listening to you, or if you've been on the show as a guest for an internal company podcast. So you've got one show host and then they bring on different people from within the company to be their guests. Then they get to know you. So imagine how much easier the sales conversation is if the potential customer or client has already heard you talk. And maybe you've had a little bit of informal chat at the start or end, and they know that you like windsurfing or you like art or who knows what it might be, that they get to know a little bit about you and it breaks the ice. Or if you've delved into your thoughts, insights, successes, case studies in an episode or over the series, then the customers and clients, they know that you know your stuff. So it's a far easier conversation to have. So there are 10 great reasons why you should be starting a business podcast. I highly encourage you to think about doing it. Of course, we can help you do that. That's what we do as part of our service. We help launch HR-related, workplace-related podcasts, helping you choose the topics, the themes, even the logos and the editing, the production, all that kind of stuff. We can do all that for you. But regardless whether you work with us or not, I highly encourage you to think about doing it because it's such a powerful way of generating new business. And to be honest, everyone who ever does it tells me it's fun. Like it's a really nice way to do things, to have a conversation with someone or to be able to share your ideas and thoughts and advice with others. So have a think about it and let me know how you get on.